for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Cincinnati. It's the Colts and the Bengals, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
Gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here come the Bengals, and CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Here we go. Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with the football. As we get a peek at Matt Ryan, a man who's been in the league since back in 2008.
And I think if there's one quarterback in the league who sometimes gets taken for granted, to me it's Matt Ryan, because I think throughout his career, he's been consistently excellent. Frequent member of the 4,000-yard club, savvy veteran, knows how to throw the deep ball and create big plays. And yes, he will beat you from the pocket.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 35 on 2nd down, Ryan. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively,
They timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback. And you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Ryan. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't?
101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Ryan to throw. Pass caught by Ruggs, middle of the field. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, standing just about on his own goal line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati set to take over once again. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Nifty move. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be 1st because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Burrow looking to pass. And his throw here's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He shakes it, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good.
And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. You got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now it's Burrow.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll make it 3rd down. Now it's Burrow.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Burrow.
That's taken in by Higgins.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Now Burrow. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
They give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on third down.
On the handoff, Taylor. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down.
It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down.
Fourth and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
On side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Going up top. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Jamar Chase,
43 yards.
and the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
A throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor, and he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And it'll be intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Nothing to score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Burrow will throw. Able to find Higgins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now it's Mixon running right. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Matt Ryan in the offense heading back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Henry Ruggs.
78 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points.
For Henry Ruggs, he was the fastest runner at the 2020 Combine, ran the 40 in 4.27. That is fast, folks, and that speed in evidence there.
But in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you want the final metric on his top speed, and trust me, you do, Next Gen Stats says he hit 22.4 miles an hour. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Joe Burrow and the Bengals set to go back on offense.
He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on 4th down leads to 1st and 10.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A handoff to Mixon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Second and 11.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And the Bengals on 3rd down so far. This will be 3rd and 6. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
McPherson's kick is good.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up to throw.
Now looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted.
Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker.
And the Colts will take over here just shy of the 30. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know we're just in the 2nd quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a 2nd drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Ryan, he'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Ryan finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox.
And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On 1st down, Taylor. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Again, Ryan. Incomplete.
To Marcus Robinson, the intended target on that one.
But it's going to be 2nd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Now left side on the swing pass. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Ryan.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That's going to bring up fourth down. Only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense.
He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted.
Picked off near the 29, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing again on second down. Burrow. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And as you saw right there, this has got a pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Now Burrow loses the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Burrow looking to pass. And that'll be incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports Halftime Report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Now Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense retake center stage.
A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Sam Hubbard, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
And the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake, here's Burrow.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that Lamar Hunt Trophy and represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the NFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys matching up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Colts. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Out
come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
And Ryan's throw there complete to Ruggs.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. To throw is Ryan.
They'll get this off to Taylor.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
Let's go!
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 3rd and 2, now Burrow.
Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. On 2nd and 9. Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now it's Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they go play action now. Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow got a man and he hits him in stride. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Mixon is in. Touchdown, Bengals. So it was the passing game that got him down here. The closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And this will be caught. As they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in.
28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Ryan. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now Ryan on first down. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the draw is Taylor.
And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Ryan.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Logan Wilson.
Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Out of the gun, it's Ryan.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mixon. Mixon with a 1st down and more. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 56 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play. We're able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now Mixon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Give to the fullback. This is Watt. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Derek Watt taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone structure here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Ryan. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And incomplete on the deep ball. AFC Championship tilt, third quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. Now Ryan. The toss here completed to Pittman. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one. On 1st down, Ryan. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game. And there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They go play action with Ryan. Reception here by Ruggs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
First down, Indianapolis.
One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. On 1st down, Taylor, and he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Now Ryan. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Tyler Sheldon forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work.
After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence that they just got their assignments down, they would get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
Open man is Uzama. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. The fullback wide. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed. It's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Evans. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Yeah, they'll go right back to Evans. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Burrow on 3rd down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. On 2nd and 9. Burrow. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. This is Mixon. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good, and that will get the lead up to 14. So maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Indy set to go on offense once more. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Ryan. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Ryan. He'll get this one to Pittman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Let's go. Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan will dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Here's Ryan. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And a look now at Nelson, who remains down. He appears to be shaken up a bit. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Ryan to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. So after he looked really good early, they haven't been able to find the big tight end as much. What gives?
Well, sometimes that's not in the game plan defensively. They're trying to take away other people, or they weren't expecting him to get off to such a hot start. But now, they know he's out there. They've made a few adjustments, surrounded him with a few more people, a few different coverages. Let's see if he makes the adjustments now. Does he change up a few things to try and work his way open?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he is not going to get the 1st down as they'll spot this at about the 28. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A 40-yard punt given 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Matt Ryan of the offense, down by 2 touchdowns, a little under 1:50 remaining. Well, their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Pass complete to Taylor.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Here's Ryan. Incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now it's Ryan.
Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. To the right side, complete to Taylor. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Ryan will throw again. And he finds a man with a crossing route. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Ryan.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Play action. Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
On second and goal, Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Back to Mixon on second down.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
The Bengals, yes, the Bengals are going to the Super Bowl as we say thank you for watching and good night.